Quickly, we'll now go into resolving a typical challenge. A typical challenge on concept of trigonometry. So let me say, example 1. Example 1. If you need more understanding, please kindly go back to my previous videos, which have already explained the various situations and details, scenario details, and what to use, the formula to use in details. So now we're focusing on resolving different challenges we will come across relating to the first situations I mentioned earlier on. So example 1 is saying, example 1, they said solve this. Solve the following. Solve the following. In this very question, I was given C is equal to 7.2 centimeter. 7.2 centimeter. Then this side, they call it A, was it giving us 6.8 centimeter. B, side B was not given. Angle C, which is here, was given us 58 degree. 58 degree. And B, angle B was not given as well. Let me write it again. Solve the following. Now, here is a typical question on the board. How do I resolve this? First thing that comes to mind, this is a triangle. What are the three formulas I can use? Either the hypotenuse, the Pythagoras theorem, or I use the sine rule or the cosine rule. What to start with? Okay, secondly, what type of triangle is this? It's not the right angle triangle. Therefore, I can't use Pythagoras theorem. This is an acute. What then will I use? I use either the sine rule or the cosine rule. What is sine rule again? A all over sine A equals to B all over sine B equals to C all over sine C. What is cosine rule? If I'm starting with A, is A squared equals to B squared plus C squared minus 2BC cos A, because I started with A. So, having said that, this situation is a case of two sides was given and an included a non-included angle. Two sides and a non-included angle. What comes to mind? Simply take this. I don't have angle A given to me, which is this. I don't have it. But the major point of interest is B. We are told to solve the following. You're not given B, you're not given A, and all that. So I'm going to start with, I have this side, I have this side. I have this angle, I have this side. So let me write it first. I don't have this side, but I have this side. So I'm going to use this formula on the board. I'm going to start from here. Simply say, since I have this side A, I don't have angle A. I'm going to use A all over sine A equal to C, the side was given, all over sine C. This is the formula I'm going to use. Then the next point of interest, I'm going to substitute my values. So right here, A, do I have A? Yes, I have 6.8 centimeter all over sine B, sine A instead. What is sine A? Do I know? I don't know. How about side C? I have it as 7.2 centimeters. 7.2. Leave the unit first. 7.2 all over sine C, 58, sine 58. So how do I resolve this? How do I resolve this? I'll quickly bring it this way. Take a look at this. I will definitely get sine A first, sine A. I will look for sine A first. How do I look for sine A? By cross multiplying. What I mean is this. Write it again. 6.8 all over sine A equal to 7.2 all over sine 58 degree. So what I do is this. Bring it down. I have to make this the subject of formula. How do I make a subject of formula? I cross multiply. If I have something on my left being equated to something on my right, I have to cross multiply. So this times this, which is sine A times 7.2 equal to 6.8 times sine 58. So quickly I'm going to say, let me write the values first, which is 7.2 sine A equals to, endeavor to write the value first before writing the sine or the angles, which is 6.8. If I multiply, I'm going to have sine 58 degree. So, having done that, I'm looking for this, the angle A. So what do? I'm going to divide both sides by whatever is attached to sine A. What is attached to sine A here is 7.2. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7.2. Divide both sides by 7.2, which is 7.2 over 7.2. This will cancel this. I'm now left with sine A on my left will be equal to 6.8. I'm going to press calculator to get my sine 58. What is sine 58? Sine 58. Sine 58 will give you 0.8480. Take up to 4 decimal places. 4 decimal places, which is 1, 2, 3, 4. So if that is the case, I have my 7.2. If I multiply 6.8 times 0.8480, what will I have? I'm going to multiply that, which is 0.8480 times 6.8. I'm going to have I should be having sine A equal to 5.7664 divided by 7.2. So if I do that properly, if I divide by 7.2, I'm going to be having 7.2 giving me, I'm going to have sine A is equal to 0.8008. 0.00, Let me approximate to 9. But don't forget, we are looking for the angle. And the angle is always rated in degree. We're looking for the angle A. And the angle A is always measured in degree. So how do I get it in degree? I'm looking for angle A. A has to be alone. So I'm going to divide by this sine, this sine. Any confusion? That means that this is 1 over sine already. So if that is the case, can I manage a space here? Okay, let me manage this point. It therefore means that if I cancel this, I'm going to cancel this. So I now have, I'm going to manage this space to solve. It therefore means if I do it properly, I'm going to be having A equal to, remember, using the law of indices, I'm going to have sine here, bracket, 0.8009. I can as well convert this, change this using law of indices. It becomes A equals to sine inverse 0.8009. Using the law of indices, 1 over something is the inverse of that. 1 over A is the inverse of A, which is A raised to power minus 1. So 1 over sine is equals to sine inverse. So if you press your calculator and first you're going to press shift, your calculator, you press shift. If you press shift and then you press shift first, shift, then you have sine. It will give you a sine, then 0.8009. Then you're going to have 53. A then becomes 53 points approximate. You're going to have 2.23 degree. It therefore means that side angle A here is equal to 53.23. 53.23. So are we done with our question? No, we are not done. It means that here A is equal to 53.23 degree. Now, haven't gotten that, which is haven't gotten A. We can now use A to, okay, quickly let me cancel